Hey guys, Thatnub here. Today we're checking out the Pan Tilt Zoom security camera from KATTCAM. Inside the box you're going to receive the camera itself, a solar panel, a quick start guide, instructions for use for the solar panel, a micro USB charging cable, and all the hardware you're going to need for your install. Okay, this thing has a lot of features to it. We're not going to hit all of them, but I'm going to touch on the most important ones. First off, this is a Pan Tilt Zoom camera. It will pan 355 degrees. So that little section right there is the part that you're not really going to be able to see. So you can start from there, go all the way around back to there, just kind of facing here now instead of here. So that's going to be your wall. If you need to see the bug that's sitting right there, this isn't the camera for you. If you're okay with not being able to see that little part of the wall, then this thing's going to be awesome. The next feature we have is the tilt. So if this is on your wall like this, it will go down here, and it will go from looking straight down, your wall's right here, looking straight down and tilt all the way up 120 degrees to where you just are seeing part of that. So you can look up in the sky with this. You won't be able to look directly up or behind, again, to the wall, but that is a pretty good field of view. Then it will zoom up to 4 times. Next we have the batteries. This looks like 21700s. And there are 3 of them in here that I can feel. They're 5,000 milliamp hours, 3P, 3.7 volt, 1,500 milliamp hours, 55.5 watt hours. These ones were made 7/22 of 21. And this is not something that you can really service well. You can't take these batteries out and put better quality ones in. It's plugged somewhere into there and plugged into here. So maybe you could take it out if you absolutely needed to, replace them, but technology moves pretty quick. And if you do take this cover off, which I do not suggest, there's this little dippy part here, and that's the only way this cover is going to go back on. To make sure those batteries stay charged, we're going to use the micro USB port here and the included solar panel and plug that in, and that will charge these batteries and keep this camera running. If for some reason your solar panel breaks or the cable gets cut or something like that, you can always use the micro USB cable included and plug it into any other power source. This camera has the ability for 2-way audio. Right here is your microphone, and right down here is your speaker. It has daytime and nighttime vision, and here is your PIR sensor, which allows you to detect any kind of motion. Not only is this thing powered by the sun, but it transmits its signal wirelessly over the 2.4 gigahertz signal, which means that you can put this like on one of your outbuildings and not have to worry about digging up cables. So let's go ahead and set this thing up. It says here to add the camera to the app, you scan that for the app stores you need, and it will download Cloud Edge. Now I already have Cloud Edge on my phone for some of the cameras that I already have. Once you get the app open and the instructions here, it says you're going to need to register your account, and then camera power on. Right here underneath the lens is a little cover, and here is where you're going to put your SD card and power the thing on and reset it if you need to. So here we have a 128 gigabyte SD card, and we are going to use that in our camera. Hopefully I get it in the right way first try. Look at that. And it says hold the device's power button to start the device. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're going to hold down the...
Please reset the device by holding the reset button for 5 seconds. Wait for the indicator light to flash red.
Okay. Now we hit
Select
next.
the Wi-Fi network you want to sync with. Please choose a 2-point. Please remove the protective film from your camera lens. Tap next to show your QR code.
Okay, so now we're showing our code to the camera, and it got that.
Connecting. Please wait a moment.
And it says my device has been found. We will hit done. And now I have the back door, the front door, and whatever number this is. So that is going to be our camera here. Let's go ahead and click it. And we should see the wall. And two-way audio. Upgrade firmware. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so the firmware has been updated. There is our camera. There is my hand. We'll go ahead and change the name of this. And we will hit save. Let's go in and format that memory card. Recording management, that's going to be our spot. SD card found. Card format does not support. Need format SD card. OK. Okay, so we have this set to 30 seconds. Let's try out our pan tilt zoom. Let's go up. Very cool. Let's go down. Let's go to the right. Let's go to the left. All of this controlled on my phone. Okay, I think I figured out where I'm going to install this thing. It's on the back of the property, on one of these poles that separates the pasture from the backyard, and I'll have it primarily facing the back of the house. Let's go ahead and stick this thing in. Okay, that's on there nice and tight. So we have our base plate on there. This is going to slide right into here on both sides. Just like that. And we're going to take these and screw them in. Now we're going to deal with the solar panel mount. So we're just going to stick that right up here on the top. Alright, that's on there nice and tight. Now we want to screw on our solar panel. So take this head off, screw this in. Okay, once you have it screwed down enough, then just tighten this up. There we go. Now we'll stick this back on here. So we will position it so we get sun for most of the day and tighten it down. Then we will take our cord and plug it into the bottom here. And now we should be set. So we have our camera, our solar panel all hooked up, and it is going to basically take that shot, which I'll show you in a moment. Okay, I'm going to try to hit this full screen for you guys. So let's go ahead and hit our house. We'll hit Cloud Edge. And so here it is all the way to the right. And we have the plug from the solar panel going into the bottom of the camera. Let's go ahead and just pan this all the way left. So we have the neighbor's property there. There's about the property line, our whole backyard, and part of the pasture, which goes basically right to there, but down 2 acres. So let's go ahead and put this right about where I'm going to keep it. Put this right about, whoopsie. Right about there. So I can see anything that's happening in the backyard. Now the Wi-Fi signal is coming from that first window on the left in the back of the house. And that's traveling probably 200 to 300 feet away. But we do get a little bit of lag in our signal sometimes for turning the camera. Let's go ahead and click it once and see how long it takes. And we'll click it back. So that is the distance that it's traveling. It will tell us that we're at about 50% of Wi-Fi signal from this spot. Let's try a zoom. We just kind of pinch it in some. Pull this down a little bit. There we go. So we can see the walk-in cooler and the back of the house there. Zoom this back out. So that's going to be a pretty good spot for it. This camera's already worked out for me. We live in a very dry area and vegetation fires can come up pretty quick. So while I was editing this video, I noticed on our main security cameras that there was smoke crossing the backyard, and I couldn't tell where it was coming from exactly. So I hopped on this little camera and pointed it over here, and you can see that the neighbor is burning some sagebrush over on his property. So nothing to worry about there, but I didn't have to go outside and investigate. I just turned the camera a little bit to the right. Here is a picture I took with my camcorder of the back of our house at night. You can see a little bit of light coming out of the back window there, and that's about it. Here's what the camera picks up at night. So that bright light over there on the corner of the house is our other security cameras with the infrared light shining out towards the yard. That's why it looks so bright. Down here at the bottom you can see the light from this camera. Let's go ahead and pan this off to the left. And a little bit more here. And that is the base for the camera. You can see that the night vision kind of washes out the picture when you're real close to something. And when we get out to the open again, it opens up and we can see pretty much the whole yard there. We've got about 100 feet of visibility. And just panning around here so you can see what it is that we can look at nighttime with this. You can also see some stars and stuff up there. Plane flying by. And then back to the house. So overall, it's a pretty cool camera. Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.